This short presentation is about factors, learning about what they are. Factors are numbers we can multiply to get to another number. For example, 2 and 3 are factors of 6. So that means 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 2 and 3 are factors because they multiply to make 6. Also, two other factors are 1 times 6 because they multiply to get you 6. So, So all factors of 6 are 1, because that's in our list here, 1. Also 2, I'm going to write them in order. So 2 and 3. So I'll write 3. And finally 6. 6 is the largest of the factors. So all factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So my question to you is, what are all the factors of 20? So all the factors of 20 are, well, 1. 1 is a factor of all numbers. Also 2. And I say, if it's a factor, it has a buddy. So let's go back to 1. If 1 is a factor, what is its buddy? 1 times what number is 20? Well, 1 times 20. So 1 and 20 are both factors of 20. What's another number? 2. 2 will multiply to 20, and 2 times 10 is 20. So I'm giving them buddies. The next number, 4. 4 times 5. So 4 and 5. And here are all the factors of 20. I'll put a box around it. Okay. Back to our notes. Open up your notes to LCM and GCF. I just wanted to review this real quick. So you can find the least common multiple and the greatest common factor of two given numbers. Remember the least common multiple. So I'll write the LCM is the smallest common multiple that's divisible by both numbers. Okay, and the GCF is the greatest common factor that's divisible by both numbers. And what's the difference? Well, the GCF, you're looking at common factors. Well, the LCM, you're looking at common multiples. So the LCM, one way of looking at this is multiples of 6 are, so multiples of 6 are these numbers, 6 times 1, and 6 times 2, 6 times 3, and so on. But this 24, is pretty important because 24 shows up in the multiples of 8 as well. They have the common multiple of 24, and it's the smallest of the common multiples, so that's the LCM, the least common multiple. Along with factors, and remember the factors are those numbers that multiply to get you the numbers. So 1 times 2 is equal to 2, so that makes 1 and 2 factors of 2. And 1 times 8 is equal to 8, and 2 times 4 is equal to 8, so these are all factors of 8. Let me erase this now. So the greatest of the common factors, well, we have this common factor and that common factor, and there's only one common factor, so there you go, that's a GCF. But you're also going to be working on the great thing is the ladder method is something that will give you the LCM and the GCF at the same time. So I mentioned that ladder method, and you've seen a video on it, so I just want to bring it back together. So let's say we have the numbers 24 and 36. using the ladder method, what is the LCM? So let's see. What will divide both of these? Well, 2 will, and 2 goes into that. Or actually, I'll pick a bigger number. I think that 4 will. So let's go with 4. 4 times 6 is 24, and 4 times 9 is 36. 3 will go into both of these. 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. And 1 divides each of these, so here is my L. So the LCM is equal to 4 times 3 times 1 times 2 times 3. That's everything in the L. So I'll break this down. 4 times 3, that's 12. 12 times 1, okay, I know that that's 1. And then 12 times 2, that's 24. And the last one, times 3, 24 times 3, I'll do it over here. 24 times 3, that's 12. And that's 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. That is 72. So the LCM is equal to 72. Let me erase some of this so there's not all this stuff going on here. Okay, so when I multiply all this stuff together, I'll erase all this here. 4 times 3 times 1 times 2 times 3, that's 72. Now, finally, has this all come together with a GCF. I'll put a green G there. So the GCF, the greatest common factor is 4 times 3 times 1. 4 times 3 is 12, times 1 is 12. So that's how the ladder method gets you the LCM, right here, and the GCF, right here.